everybody, I'm Andrea from ConfidentMassage.com. I'm a licensed massage therapist and a licensed esthetician, and I do want to talk about the differences between hard wax and soft wax today. Knowing that most of you who are watching are probably massage therapists and you've never been waxed, you've never waxed anybody, and you probably don't care too much about wax, I just want to point out why you may want to invest a couple minutes in watching this video. You may work in a spa or another facility that offers waxing as a service, and you may have your massage clients talk about waxing with you, and sometimes it's beneficial and it will improve your confidence if you're well-rounded and you have knowledge of other services other than the massage services that you provide. So, really quickly now, I just want to show you a typical wax heater looks something like this, and the wax that I have in my heater right now is Cerapil Blue Hard Wax, okay? So, we always prep the skin, we want to be sanitary about things, so Cerapil has their own brand of a cleansing lotion, so we just use like a 4x4, and I do want to say that hard wax would not normally be applied on a large area like an arm. Usually you would use a strip wax, and I'll show you the difference in a moment, but for demonstration purposes I'm just going to show you this way. Hard wax goes on thicker, so you use more of it, but it is good in smaller areas where the skin is extra sensitive and you don't want to pull skin, which can happen when the skin has been recently sun damaged. Like, you never want to wax sunburned skin, or if a client has been using Retin-A in a particular area, or taking Accutane, or using an alpha hydroxy acid product, the skin can be much more sensitive, and you always want to read your wax manufacturer's instructions on how much time should pass between the sun exposure or the acne drug usage before you wax safely, because the skin can pull, which just means the top layer of the skin can sometimes be pulled off with the wax, and that's embarrassing, and it's just bad, and you could lose a client over it. So anyway, so we have our Cerapil lotion that we're going to cleanse our skin with. You just want to make sure it's dry then. And then waxing typically requires some sort of barrier to be applied before the wax is applied that coats the skin but still allows the hair to be pulled up with the wax. So Cerapil uses oil. Some waxes use a powder. Again, read the instructions. It's always a good idea. So we're applying our oil. We don't want to apply too much, and we'll just rub off any excess oil there. If you have too much oil on the skin, then the wax will start to lift without you doing anything, and it won't grab those hairs. So again, this is hard wax that we're using now. We have a fresh applicator stick. I can't stand double dipping, so use a fresh one. And applicator sticks come in different sizes. For demonstration purposes, I'm just using this one. And then hard wax goes on, like I said, thicker than maybe strip wax that you've seen. And this video does not exist to demonstrate the intricacies of how to effectively wax. It's just to kind of give you the overview of what it's like to see a wax. So we've applied our hard wax, and it's warm going on. Normally we would be wearing gloves if we were working on an actual client. And the idea is that the wax is going to cool a little bit and solidify so that we can remove the wax and remove the hairs with the wax. It's almost there. Now, if we were using strip wax, which is typically the type of wax you would be using on a large area such as the arms or the legs, bikini can be done with strip wax. Typically Brazilians are done with a hard wax. Eyebrows can be done strip or hard wax. Lip can be done either way, but again, sometimes the hard wax is better for sensitive areas and sensitive clients. If this were strip wax, it would be applied thinner in larger areas, and a muslin or a synthetic fiber sheet would be used and applied, I'll use the side of my arm, applied over the wax, and then it would be like rubbed on and then the whole strip would be removed, and then the wax and the hairs would be stuck on the strip. Obviously, hard wax does not require a strip. And there are other types of waxes too. I'm talking about hard wax and strip wax because they're the most commonly used in a spa setting. There's film wax, which is kind of like a stripless hybrid between the two, and even, let's say, strip wax comes in honey varieties, it comes in cream varieties, and every subcategory has its own benefits and types of hair that it works better on than others. So with the hard wax, we just like flip up the end right here, and then we want to have our skin pulled as taut as possible. So it's a little tough to do when I'm waxing my own arm, but you'll get the idea. And then we pull that off and then apply pressure to kind of calm any discomfort that occurs immediately upon the pulling of the wax. So you can see, well, I'm sure you can't see, but I can see I have some tiny little hairs in there, and that's always satisfying to me. So we'll toss that out, and now we just want to apply a little bit more of our lotion post-waxing. So put some of that on, and then we just apply it to cleanse the area, to calm the area, and there you have it. That's your hard wax versus strip wax overview for massage therapists, and hopefully you're better prepared if a spa client ever asks you about waxing. Thanks guys, bye.